Hi everyone, it's Ananda here. I need to tell you about a movie that touched me deeply. I think everyone should watch it. It's an inspiring story, full of emotional moments and a real-life lesson. The name of the movie is Gunjan Saxena, the Kargil Girl. Before watching, I didn't know much about the Kargil War. But the movie helped me understand how some people have courage beyond the ordinary. Gunjan Saxena is one of those people. She dreamed of being a pilot, even when it seemed impossible for a woman. I identified so much with her determination and the support, or lack of it, she received. What impressed me the most was how the movie makes us feel every little triumph she achieves, even if those victories seem small to others. It is in these small moments that the true power of her story lies. Gunjan faced many challenges. Imagine being one of the first women trying to enter a male-dominated field, and having to prove you deserve to be there just as much as anyone else. It's not just about being brave enough to fly a helicopter during a war, but about being brave enough to even dream of it. That's what makes this movie so special. It's not just about war or action. It's about what it takes to be brave in a world that doesn't always believe in you. It's about persistence. It's about believing in yourself even when everything around you says otherwise. I won't say much about what happens, but I can tell you that one of the most beautiful things is her relationship with her family. You can see how her dreams were shaped, supported, and sometimes even challenged by those around her. I think many of us can relate to this. The struggle to follow our dreams, when so many voices around us suggest we choose something easier. And this is where the role of Gunjan's father becomes truly special. He wasn't just a parent. He was her biggest supporter. When society doubted her abilities, when even some in her own family were hesitant about her path, it was her father who stood by her and said, "You can do it." It made me think a lot about how important it is to have someone who believes in you, someone who supports you no matter what. His support wasn't just about encouraging words. He gave her the strength to keep going even when things seemed impossible. Another thing that caught my attention in the movie was the soundtrack and the flying scenes. I almost felt the wind on my face as Gunjan flew the helicopter, and it gave me a sense of freedom that honestly, I had never experienced watching a movie before. The scenes are beautiful, and the way they capture the emotion of flying made me feel like I was right there with her. It's almost as if her dream of flying wasn't just about the skies, but about finding a sense of freedom in her own life, breaking away from all the expectations and limitations. The cinematography in those moments is stunning. The vast skies, the sound of the helicopter's blades, and the expressions on Gunjan's face show us that flying was her way of proving to herself and to the world that she could be whoever she wanted to be. I also want to mention how the movie addresses the topic of gender equality. Many times, Gunjan had to deal with prejudice, whether at home or during her training. But the movie does it in a way that doesn't feel heavy, but instead real and authentic. It made me reflect a lot on the barriers that still exist, and how, despite that, there are so many people fighting every day to overcome them. And I understand that many of these differences exist for a reason. There is a protective instinct that many people have, especially when it comes to sending someone they love into a dangerous situation like war. I completely get that. If I had a daughter, I would probably feel the same way. But what makes Gunjan's story so powerful is that her courage wasn't limited by those concerns. She understood the risks, she understood the fears, but her desire to serve, to fly, was greater than any fear. Gunjan's determination was something unshakable. She knew she had a place in that helicopter, and she wasn't going to let any barrier stop her from achieving her dream. And it wasn't just about proving it to others, but about proving it to herself, that she was capable. She had to overcome not just societal expectations, but also her own fears and insecurities. This made me think about how often our biggest challenges are internal. And this is where the quantum idea comes in. Believing in something so much that there's no other option but to make it real. That's the kind of message that inspires me, and I'm sure it will inspire you too. The support Gunjan found in some people along the way was also touching. Despite being in a challenging environment, there were people who recognized her talent, her dedication, and her courage. The movie shows that while barriers exist, there are also those willing to help, to open doors, and to support talent regardless of gender. It's about seeing the potential in someone and nurturing it, no matter what others may think. Gunjan Saxena, the Kargil Girl, isn't just a movie about war, airplanes, or becoming a pilot. It's about dreams, determination, and the strength it takes to keep moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. It's about fighting against barriers, but also understanding that some people, like Gunjan's family, want to protect you, even if it feels like a limitation. And it's about how the support of those we love can be crucial in achieving our biggest dreams. Watch this movie. Let yourself be inspired by Gunjan's strength, by her father's support, and by the incredible journey of someone who never stopped believing in herself. I'm sure that after watching it, you'll feel like you can fly higher, overcome your own challenges, and reach for what you desire the most. It's one of those stories that really makes us believe that with the power of thought and the will to achieve, we can reach anything. I hope you watch it and tell me how you felt afterward. I'd love to hear your thoughts, what moved you, and what you learned from Gunjan's journey. Support our channel, like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you.